a fact. I look back and through it all, I can remember the haters say the a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down. Universal sound when we hold the pound. Take a look.
It's the NFL on EA Sports. All eyes are on Cooper Kupp. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Rams and the Texans, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Out of the gun now on third down. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They go play action now. Wilson. That's going to be complete on his sideline, but it left him no room to run as he goes straight out of bounds. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Dancing to his left. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Going to run the sweep here. This is Kupp. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The touchdown giving him the first quarter lead. Remember, they lost a rough game 2 weeks ago. Then they had to sit through the open week, but a good start here.
And just think about everyone around them, everyone around the organization. When you lose headed into that open week, everyone's cringing because you don't have a chance to get on the horse and ride it again for at least 2 weeks. Well, they were able to take that time, use it constructively, and now they're back in form.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And taken right on the 30. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, Just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he's got the connection to Moore. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Play action. Now Wilson. And his throw here's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing is Wilson. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Now Wilson. That'll be caught by Kupp. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. On 3rd down, it's Connor. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Connor will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. James Conner, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ballgame. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Houston set to take over. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete. On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They run behind center with Connor. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
$14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Texans nothing.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
That's pulled in at the 32.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
First and 10, it's Pierce.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Tried to create a little bit of that hocus-pocus with some magic, but the defense, not impressed at all. They don't lose contain on this very dangerous runner, and they get a big stop.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Wilson. Looking middle, and that's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He's got him in. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this will remain an 11-point spread. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Here's a 2nd and 7. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
L.A. readies for its next possession.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. And he's got his big tight end here. A good gain on 1st. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st down, Wilson. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 21. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10 is Connor, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To throw is Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. They can just stay with you too long, and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
2nd and 4. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That one, a first down pickup of 8. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2nd and 3. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
So Tyler Bass on now for the field goal.
He hit his first, this one from 38.
The kick by Bass is good.
And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
There's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he is going to lose yardage here. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Connor going to get it again on second down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Throwing is Wilson. Pressure comes and down he goes. Marcus Davenport make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance.
And the Texans will take over.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. McClain. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And the final number of the next-gen stats, that ball traveling a full 59 yards through the air. Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll look to throw.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that'll make this an 8-point game.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
Taken at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Wide open receiver complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Open man right side is Cup, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Like how they started the third quarter where they forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Coming out of the locker room.
Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Houston set to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
On first down, McClain. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Pierce. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
He'll look to throw. Touchdown! A 5-yard touchdown. And the Texans are back within a couple of the lead.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your lineman surge and fire out.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. The drive will start with Connor. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the draw, Connor shifts by him at the 25. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
On the handoff, Connor. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 58 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And some room to work. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one 28 yards on the ground. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now it's Connor. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Wilson. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Another shot from the one on 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Connor. And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line.
Stop short of the goal line. No gain on
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Now for the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one along an 11-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He's got to hook up to Floyd. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On 2nd down now, McLean. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Baker. Then he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll drop to throw. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Pierce now up the middle. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And Pierce gets it again on second down.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. This offense so far on third down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This will be 3rd and 6. Wide open receiver complete.
And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Buying time to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Here's Pierce. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
3rd and goal. This LA Rams defense will try to bow up once more.
Again, it's Pierce.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Damian Pierce taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it was Damian Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
And the Rams now coming out on the field.
They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Wilson. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Connor up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now Wilson. And this is caught. He hits more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wilson. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Texans first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Floyd.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Pierce will try to pick it up.
Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in the kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
L.A. set to take over again on offense.
They're on the outskirts of field goal range here in a tie game with a little time. So how do you handle this? What do you do here, Charles?
Everybody wants to pick up as much yardage as possible. But the weird part is for field goal kickers, being in really close sometimes puts more pressure on them because it's much more of a position kick as opposed to just going ahead and letting it out and letting it thump. A lot of guys like a little bit of distance because you know they can handle it, and it's a more natural swing of the leg.
So maybe getting inside the 20, not that big of a deal.
Not that huge of a deal. Sometimes that messes you up with the angles depending on which hash mark you're kicking from.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They run behind center with Connor. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He's made one and he's missed one thus far. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So they tried to ice him there, but it's fair to say it did not have the intended effect.
And I've known kickers that take it as an affront. And there he says, you think you're going to rattle me? Think again.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This one taken just inside the 10.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed some.